You know, humans have been, I mean, like, the coal miners and the people that live here have been fighting the coal companies for over a century. You know, coal was discovered here about 100 years ago, and people from the north knew what it was, and they came down here and they bought up all the mineral rights, and for like $1/4 an acre, and they take out millions and billions of dollars of coal out of here, but they bought it up really cheaply. So most of the mineral rights are owned by people in Pennsylvania, Germany, all over the world. They're not owned by the people that live here. A lot of the people that are fighting mountaintop removal are miners that they're either retired or they're underground miners who don't want the surface destroyed. For working underground and making a living, that's one thing. But when you come up and start blowing up the homes, that's another thing. You know, would the coal companies do something like that? You know, would they destroy somebody's home? They don't. They do. They'll set off explosions, you know, close to people's houses, which can destroy their foundations.
You know, so there is a serious air of intimidation, and also, you know, there are people who've had their homes shot into still. Larry Bush could tell you, you know, they have shot into the windows of his home. They leave threatening messages on his answering machine. You know, so the threats are very much real.
The coal companies, when we were fighting the power plant, they put notes in their employees' paychecks to tell them to come to the DEQ meetings, the hearings that were going on, so they could get the power plant built. You know, they had to get all these little permits from the state, and one of the first hearings, it was totally packed with coal miners because they'd all gotten these notes from their bosses saying, come to this meeting.
I know that after that first DEQ meeting, my tire, I came outside, found that there had been a car antenna, radio antenna stuck into my tire, and I thought, well, you know, wow, where did I pick that up? 2 days later, there was one in my husband's tire, and he had not even said anything. I mean, he was like, okay, you do it, but he's a business owner. Here we go. And of course, because coal is their only industry, so many business owners depend on coal. You know, people pulled their business away from him and told him, said, you know, we don't appreciate what your wife is saying. You know, we're taking our business away. So, you know, there is economic threat as well.
What I really feel bad about is St. Paul, that school we all were staying in, so let's spend the night. That's 1 mile from that new power plant. There's an elementary, middle school, and high school 1 mile from that new power plant. You know, it's like, well, why are they putting it there?
Yeah.
If they need the power in Northern Virginia, why don't they build it in Northern Virginia?